So this lesson is going to be about integers. So what are integers? Integers are positive and negative whole numbers, including 0. And sometimes it's easier to describe it actually using what we call a number line. So looking at the number line, you can kind of see we have 0 as kind of an important number here in the middle. And then if you go to the right of 0, this is where we have our positive numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the arrow on the end just means it continues on that pattern. If I look over on the left side, if you go left of 0, you have -1, -2, -3, -4. And again, that arrow means you continue on with -5, -6, so forth and so on. Sometimes they're just written down like this, where these three little dots means, continue on in that pattern. So you have like dot, 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 -3, -2, -1, and then 0, 1, 2, 3, dot, 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 which again means to continue on that pattern. So notice how 0 kind of breaks it apart. 0 is neither positive nor negative, but if you go to the right of 0, you have what's called positive numbers. And if you go left of 0, we describe those as negative numbers. So those are what we call examples of integers. They have to fit this model right here. What are not integers? Fractions and decimals are not integers. And when we work with integers, we're starting to get into what we call algebra thinking. So reasoning is important. And so to help with the reasoning, one thing you can do is you can use money as a label. So money is a good label to attach to integers. As money can be negative, which we call debt, 0 would mean like we have no money at all. And positive would mean we do have money, or we call that sometimes income. So when I see a 7, if we use a higher level of thinking, we can use a phrase. So 7 can mean $7 I have. So instead of just saying 7, we make it a phrase, especially when we start to get into integer thinking. It makes it that much easier to deal with. So -6 can mean $6 that I owe. So again, the negative means that we're owing. So it translates from having to owing. So we have this opposite concept there. $6 that I owe. 25 can mean $25 that I have, while -10 can mean $10 that I owe. So it's important to start to put these in what we call phrases. Not just say -10, but make a complete thought in your head, a phrase, $10 that I owe. That becomes very, very powerful in your math thinking, is to do that. So that takes some practice to do, but that's partly where it goes as you move forward.